What is that smell? Oh, so what is that smell? It just smelled like manure on top of manure, manure fermented, manure cooked, manure boiled. It was horrible. Pat with Pat's 2 cents. This comical story will seriously make you think. Hopefully you'll get the point, but you have to listen to the whole video to get it. Years ago, when I was in the 10th grade and we were in the choir and we were taken to somewhere and different ones of us had to sleep in these families' homes because we were there for 2 or 3 days. Now, here's the part that got me. Okay, now you're going to laugh when I say this, but it was a racial thing, even though they would never admit it. All the white kids were taken to these beautiful homes and they stayed with families who were well off. All the black kids were taken on the other side of the cow patch. There wasn't many of us. We were all on the same block with different neighbors. As soon as we were a mile away from the place, the stench was so thick. And the closer we got, it got to the point where it actually would stop you from breathing. It stunk so bad. And I kept saying, what is that smell? What is that smell? I didn't know about a cow patch. I was born in Brooklyn. I didn't know about that stuff. I said, what is that smell? It just smelled like manure on top of manure, manure fermented, manure cooked, manure boiled. It was horrible. And it was so intense that our breath would be stopped. I mean, you could almost gag off of it. It was so thick. It was foul, y'all. Now, after going through all that and then parking in front of these people's homes, they opened the door and came out to greet us. And I couldn't stop it. I just kept saying, what is that smell? What is that smell? You know what they asked me? This was a black family because we were in the black neighborhood where it stunk. They said, what smell? See, some of you have lived in this society so long, you have no idea how foul it stinks. You have no idea the stench that goes up to God's nostrils. You have no idea how nasty this world's standards have become. Why? You lived it so long. You've been around it so long. You have fed off its entertainment so long. You have been around people shoving it down your throat so long that you're dummied down. When you're around something long enough, the smell loses its impact. And you get to a point where you no longer smell it. This family didn't even smell it. It was all in their house. Oh, I couldn't handle it. But it didn't bother them in the least. When I slept, I was putting stuff all over my nose, spraying it with cologne so I could breathe without having my breath stopped from the stench. They asked me, what smell? That's how long they had been in it. How long have you been in it? How long have you been yielded to the stench of this world to the point where it doesn't bother you anymore? Don't be compromised to the ways of this world. You cussing like them when you get around them? Are you blending in with the darkness? That's not what God wants. He wants warriors, not wimps.